Hello, guys. I'm alive. I just have been super busy with work and lots of things have been happening, and I haven't had the time to read. I mean, we always have the time, but when it gets to that free time, I am so tired that I really don't want to read. I also can't because I'm talking and she thinks that I'm talking with her, so here we are. Also, yeah, there's a window behind me. The image sucks because of the light, but this is a very quick video because I need to go back to work and I'm just gonna like give you the very little updates that I have in there really bad. I had 152 books unread and I didn't have seven, so I have 145 books now. I am not quite sure if one of these days I added two books that I brought from the library, but when I get closer to my goal, I will recount the books again and update you then instead of every time I have doubts counting 100 and something books. So I thought that would be easier. Once I have like a small pile, I will recount it again and make sure that the numbers are right and update you on that. What books did I give up on? I gave up on the small collection. This is a thing that I have talked about that we do here in Portugal, that instead of selling one book, especially nonfiction, it comes in journals or magazines like as an add-on, but in several pieces. Instead of a big book, you have like several books, and this is six volume about the First World War by Martin Gilbert. Like, see, small little books. I think 120 pages, 100 pages each, and they all have like their own picture, and they all say the First World War, and it's by Martin Gilbert, because I don't remember if I said it. It's translated from English to Portuguese, and I started reading the first one, and I do want to learn more about the both wars. I mean, I do want to learn more about history in general, but this is a bit more advanced. This is one of those books that starts talking about names and places and treaties as if you already knew said places and names and treaties. And yeah, that's just probably not the best place to start. And since this is easy to get or easy to reach here in Portugal, because this was a journal that gave this, a lot of people have this. This is in secondhand, easily find, and I'm pretty sure my library has it. Um, I will just I'll just give it away for one of my book dealers and be done with it because I am not gonna be able to read and understand it in the near future. So might as well pass it on until I can. I'm not even sure. Even though I want to learn more about the both wars, I'm not even sure if I want to have like a piece of my library to be about that because I have other things that interest me more in terms of like enjoying to read, and that makes sense, even if it's dead bodies in London. It's more interesting the story of how London deals with dead bodies, or England in general deals with dead bodies. But I do have a book about dead bodies in London, how the necropolis, about how I don't remember who wrote it, and the name is covered. I'm sorry. It is literally about how London deals with cemeteries and the whole history behind it and what happened during the ages. So I'm gonna reread that one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna reread that many books about both wars, both world wars. So yeah, I'm not feeling too bad. The next one, I'm feeling a bit bad, but not too much, because this is one that I thought. I'm sorry, I just hit the cat by mistake. This is one of the books that I thought I would like, but then and it is David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. This is the Penguin edition, one of them. I yeah, this is I like I have DNF'd one book from Dickens. I love the Great Expectations. I think I've read that like two or three times now, so I really love that. And I remember seeing the adaptations of Little Dorrit and Bleak House, and especially Bleak House more than Little Dorrit, because Little Dorrit has some a bit to Dickens moments. Bleak House, I do want to read it. Uh, but then I DNF'd Oliver Twist and I DNF'd David Copperfield. And I think that I like Dickens when Dickens is not going full Dickens. You know, Dickens has that thing where he goes like full satire, full like exaggeration, full like shebang. Like the characters are all over there. And this is not as bad as Oliver Twist. In Oliver Twist, I was just like, I wasn't even boring. I was bored. I was just like, ugh, I don't like this. And I'm not, I mean, you know, it's not how to say. I know that this is not particularly a review being, ugh. But you know, when you don't like something, you're like, I know what you are doing in Oliver Twist. I know this is supposed to be one. It is supposed to like show how kids were treated back then, and like almost like all of the problems of all of the kids put in one story of one kid, so you can see the whole scope and exaggerate for full effect, make sure that the message was there. But it was just and this one was just boring. I was like, I think I was 200 pages in, maybe not, maybe 150 pages in, yeah, around the 150, and I was so bored. I didn't care. I was like, why should I care for David Copperfield? He was still a kid back then. I was just like going from place to place and talking to people, and I'm pretty sure that when the time comes, all of those talks will be important and all of those connections will be made, but 150 pages of it without any like light in the end of the tunnel. No. Also, why is it just the light just keeping worse and worse? Just working with me. Anyway, it pains me to say, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I just another day. In the future, maybe I'll try it again and like it. At this point, this is not it. And I think that by this point I have better understanding what I like in general, especially in English literature, and this is not it. Like I said, I wanna read Bleak House. I really wanna read that one. Little Dorrit, I did like the adaptation, but there was some very exaggerated characters, especially that one lady that is supposed to be a caricature of a person that Dickens liked, and very exaggerated, very frilly, very pink, very fat, if I remember correctly. And before I knew that was supposed to be a caricature of like a real person that the author knew, it didn't. That character never sat right with me because I already knew that. I mean, him and a lot of other characters, a lot of other authors do that. I felt like she was different in the story. You know, she was an add-on. I felt like she shouldn't be there. That she was there for another whole reason. And her portrait was just so iffy and like so bad that I was, even without knowing it, I was already feeling iffy about it. When I knew it, I was just like, you know, I'm not the type of person that doesn't read things because of what authors do. I am still gonna read Little Dorrit one day, and maybe I will even enjoy it more reading it. I maybe even enjoy that character more there. Because I do, on Great Expectations, I do enjoy. I don't remember the name of the character, the one that it's permanently in the her dress, her wedding dress, and the table is like with the food from the wedding party, everything is rotted. But then again, that does appeal to my gothic vibes. I was just like, this is it. This is such a like a pretty and haunting image of a person just stuck in that moment and rotting away with like the memories and everything connected to that moment. And I was just like, yeah, I like this. So I do like some of these exaggerations, but others. But anyway, David Copperfield, at the time that I've read it, didn't have many of that. It was just like, it was just boring. Like nothing really happened. The kid just went to be with these people, then he went back home. He started home, went to go live with those people, went back home, went to school, and you're just seeing him going through all of these places, and nothing really appealing and entertaining happened. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just reading in the wrong time, or maybe it's like Oliver Twist that I'm not even gonna give a second chance because I was so not in it. So who knows? Anyway, um, 7 books out of my stack. I am happy with it. Like I said, I will update. The number is in 145, but I will update later because I think that it might be 147, but I'm not completely sure. But as the stacks get a bit more manageable and I don't have to do like a whole lot of exercise to reach them all and count them, I will like update the number and put things to right. And that's all for now, guys. I hope that next week I have an update, but I haven't been having any time to read, and to be honest, I haven't been having the most wanting to read. But one thing that I thought is maybe, and this might be a bad decision, is now that I'm in this mood that I'm like, if something doesn't appeal to me, I immediately throw it away. Maybe it is the right time to read some of the books that I have that I'm like almost 80% sure that I won't like it, but I just have them to give them a chance. So maybe uh one thing that I might do this weekend, and who knows, is pick all of those books, read the first chapters, and if something doesn't catch my eye, just eat it because like I said, there are some books there that I like 80% sure, if not more, that I won't like it, but they were probably free from the library and I picked them up to give them a chance. Because this is the thing I need to stop doing, and I need to just grab books that I'm almost sure that I will like or that I'm intrigued. Because some of the times they are there and they are free, and I'm like, I never read anything by this author. I don't particularly want to, but I'm gonna try. And that's I shouldn't do that. I should stop. Anyway, I have to go work. Sorry for this late update. Hopefully next week I'll have a proper update. Who knows? It's just another unhaul of books, but it is what it is. Also, sorry for the image. You guys don't need to look at my face tonight to hear me at least a bit properly. I hope it's properly. And that's all for now, guys. Bye.